Boom, we are live. All right. Hey, David. Hey, Bassman. Hey, her ladyship. And hey, Basswoman. Now, Bassman, I'll just flick the link up. Excuse me a moment. Delete. Um, yeah, hope you guys are all well. And go, I think. Oh, itchy ear. Um, yeah. All right. Well, today it's more Batman work. Um, yeah. So that's pretty much the drill. Um, we shall. I cannot lie. I've not done any more work on it since yesterday's um, stream. And there we go. How you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. My back's still a bit sore for reasons I'm unable to fathom.
Uh-oh.
But before I move the camera around, you all know the drill, of course. Ah.
Coffee time.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I need to do the full stop. Coffee time. Sorry, I should
No
stop
worries.
right there. Um, round we come. Yeah, I had a good bass lesson yesterday and a good swimming lesson too, though. Um, I've started to learn some quite complex stuff on the bass at the moment, and it's good. All right. Now, what do I want to do? These are the mysteries, eh?
They are, they are. What you working on today? Interior seal?
Uh, you know, I haven't thought that far ahead, mate. What I would like to do is to finish all the little bits, if you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, I
or
think
at
that's
least
what
a
I'm
lot of the
working on as
little
well.
bits. And there's a couple of things that I've done, what I view as I'd like to change the color on, but they're also really small. I think I'm more down to needing to do lots of little bits, as you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep.
Because at the end of the day, that's the point we get to. What I'm thinking about doing is, as well, along the way, is possibly setting up for airbrushing.
Ah,
Um, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, what color do I want to roll with first? That is the. There was a little bit of chrome I still saw that I needed to do. That is over here, I reckon. Because what it was, looking. I might as well get all of it over here. Uh, on the topic of looking, you might recognize the rhythm was Rawhide. Um, Years ago, this is back when I was in my 20s, um, at the rugby club, because I don't know, for various reasons, there wasn't really a commonly employed um, club song, so it was decided that that would be remedied. And the coach came up with a tune to the tune, or a song to the tune of Rawhide. Score tries.
what was that?
It was like, now what you need to understand to get part of the lyrics that he used. I don't know if you're aware, but in case you're unaware, there's a. Where is the part I'm looking for? Frustrating when this happens. Um, I'll worry about that color later then, which means the part's about to leap out at me. Um, there's a thing in rugby called a ruck, and forwards will do what take part in the activity of rucking. That's the important thing you need to understand here. Which leads us to his song. Here's the part I was looking for. Um, which was rocking, rocking, rocking. See those forwards rocking. See those fucking forwards score tries. And
Uh,
yeah, you got to give the guy points for it. I thought it was pretty tidy. I voted for it. Um,
you cracked the wife up.
yeah, it's yeah. Well, that was the whole thing for me, was that it was a pretty amusing little effort. Um, Mysteriously, a song created by the president of the time won. Not sure how that happened.
Right.
And his was not as cool as that, I'm sorry to say, but remains to this day. Yeah. Goggles. What I'm doing here is just finishing off part of the suspension.
I'm gonna work on this interior some more. See if I can get some more red on her.
There we are. Believe.
So you still got your whole car to do, right?
The Mustang?
No, you're
Yeah, I do. I
Batmobile.
do. Or do you mean this one as well?
Yeah, the Batmobile. You hadn't painted the car yet, have you?
No, I was going to do all my airbrushing um, pretty soon.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say. I might set up and even do it tomorrow, because then I've slight touch-up's going to be required there. Then I've got it done. But I know you've also got a cobra to do,
Yep.
so that could work out in as much as I think you're further onto the Batmobile than I am.
The
Because
only thing I got to move further you on is just I got the body completed, and
okay,
I kind of cheated a little bit. I worked one day off camera.
ah, but certainly when, because I do obviously want to finish that Mustang.
Oh yeah.
Um, that'd be a good time to sort your copper out.
Yep.
Now, next on this side we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a bit of tidying up on these because the paint's pulled a little bit. I don't want it to be, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, now, once I've got this one done, I'm going to hit the red a bit, I reckon, because I want to do the seats. Hopefully that won't take too long because it's really just the trim. Oh, but then I've got to do the phone as well. The bat phone. Na, 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 na.
Yep, I have painted mine red.
Yeah, I believe that is the appropriate color.
Yep. Well, some of them are orange actually.
Here's a question for you. Imagine one day you're walking down the road. Hang on, I'm just going to adjust that camera angle a bit. There we go. It was sagging, I think. Or I just put it in the wrong spot, perhaps, either or. You're walking down the road in town. You're
All right.
in the city, or whatever. This freakishly decked out car pulls up randomly to the curb, and these dudes in pantomime costumes leap out, claiming to be the Caped Crusaders, running about doing all sorts of knees bent advancing behavior. Do you A, call the cops, B, admire their clear courage and prowess, or C, think they're a pair of loons? These are the questions I have about Batman and Robin.
It might be B and C.
Yep.
It would be both B and C.
I saw a read part of a thing where Burt Ward was saying that whilst he was playing Robin, because apparently Adam West was a genuinely big star, um, and an absolute poonhound, and Burt Ward was sort of like caught up in all of this womanizing. And later he was saying how it was really bad and da da da. And you think,
Oh, wow.
yes, you must have hated every minute of it.
Hmm.
I always find it kind of funny when people have those little things or come at those sorts of statements.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They forced me to have a good time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the shame. Uh,
Yeah. Damn it, man.
there we go. There's my, there's what I was, oh, there we go. That was not a bad little photo. Put my hand there. Boom.
Oh yeah. Nice.
So yeah, my suspension's now pretty much ready to rock and or
Roll.
roll. Now clean my brush. Okay, now I might actually so many different things to. Now my next port of call. I was thinking about the red, but I might just hit some chassis black for a moment. Or do I want to do that a different color again? I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Right.
Give us a moment. Alrighty. Now, we'll just ding ding. Come here, why you little? Oh, that's not how I want you to go at all. Okay, here we go. It's this part here. Now that goes on top of the engine block, which is black and red.
Yeah, that's the
And I'm
intake.
one, pardon?
Intake. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking chassis black would be the color for that. But I'm wondering if, yeah, black's the color. Let's keep it simple, shall we?
Yeah, that's what I done. I painted mine black.
Yes. Oh no. Here we go. It's something to the effect of I see an engine piece, I want to paint it black. Oh, sorry, haven't looked at the chat boards. He had a jester jump out of a police car and chase him up a hill. Oh, that's hilarious. That's gold, David. That is fantastic.
No.
I don't know if you've read that, Bassman, but the head of his unit was a fancy dress, and the bus broke down going to the party outside of town.
Right.
So this police car has been employed to take them to the party. One of them was dressed as a court jester and just jumped out to see to David.
Damn.
That is gold.
That is. That's pretty good. That's pretty.
I don't know if you've seen. David probably would certainly be aware of the show. I don't know if you've seen it, Bassman, called "Would I Lie to You?" It's a show from the UK. They had basically it's where they have various celebs on, try to convince people, or they'll tell a story, and the other people have got to pick up whether it's true or whether it's a lie. And it's very funny at times. It's all done in a very light-hearted sort of. Anyway, and on one occasion, Charles Dance was on, the guy who played Tywin Lannister, and he told this story where he had to send a chimpanzee to a party, and had employed a taxi to do so, and sent him on, and it was all very good. And it was a true story.
Really?
Yes. And I pegged it as being true. My rationale, not necessarily great sound rationale, but my rationale was that at a certain point in time, of course, that sort of behavior with animals was not such a big problem as it is today.
Yeah.
Charles Dance would unquestionably have been moving in artistic circles, which increases the possibility in my eyes. And I thought, I reckon it's far-fetched. I also have this theory. The more outlandish the statement, the more likely it is to be true.
Absolutely.
To a point, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, to a certain degree, everything, yep.
People are less likely to come up with outlandish bullshit because they know no one's going to believe that. But yeah, apparently the deal was that I'm not quite sure. I can't recall offhand fully what the deal was as to why there was a chimp, but there was.
God only knows.
That of its own is a what the hell. Everyone's got a chimpanzee, yes. Um, although these days I believe some people have them as pets. Bad idea. Anyway, he and he needed to get it to this party, but had to stay somewhere for a bit longer than anticipated. Otherwise, he'd have taken it along with him. You see, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's done the sensible thing and called a taxi. Said, "Yes, could you please take this to this address? They'll pay you there." You got to give it to him. Classy.
Wow.
Funny as.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was true.
Wow.
All righty. When I was in a band in my 20s.
In a band, were you?
Pardon?
In a band, were you?
Yeah, I was in a few, in a sense, in as much as I was in obviously I was in the school band, and I was in a brass band as well.
Oh.
Playing part that was on trombone, but I was also in a grunge metal band. Um, anyway, but yeah, when we were looking at getting our CD put out,
Oh wow.
that didn't really follow through to any great significance, but
Right.
be that as it may. Anyway, when we were doing that, and be aware that back in my early 20s, and certainly as part of the band, my shtick was being just wrong, if you follow me. Every band member has a shtick, and mine was being the. I was an animal when I was in my 20s. I really was. I was a shocker. And this is a classic example coming up. um, anyway, as part of my what the hell shtick, I actually signed a contract with my bandmates. I don't know if they would have actually held me to this, but that if our album sold, I can't remember, it was if it got a certain point of sales, being like I think it was what's the lowest level? Bronze, I think.
Right. Huh.
That way, midway through the story, the headset dies. I'm back. Yeah. Anyway, so I think it was bronze is the lowest level. Whatever the lowest level is, maybe it's silver, whichever. That I would um, appear on stage, and this is where the relevance of David's story comes in a court jester's outfit, and allow myself to be tied over a barrel and flayed. Not fully whipped to within it, but just like as a joke sort of a thing.
Right.
Failure to do this would be deemed as breach of contract, the penalty for which was that I was to run stitchless down the length of Rundle Mall, which is the main mall in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know to what extent the band would have held me to it. They were a lot more sensible than myself, but they thought it was a good laugh to get the contract. This is the sort of thing I used to do in my early 20s. I remember going to a disco with a girl who had always wanted to go dressed as a guy. So, yeah, you can see where this is going, can't you?
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, and there's that engine part. And so, yeah, and one of the funniest parts about the whole experience was she and I going to Myers, which is like one of the big chains of stores. I guess it's a bit like Sears sort of a thing, but there's a
Right.
chain of them. And approaching the women's clothing department, and I'll never forget the look on the woman's face when this chick said to her, "We're looking for a bra and stockings." And she said, "Oh, very good. You know, what size to fit him?" The look on the woman's face was worth money.
Priceless.
That, in fact, that of its own made it worthwhile. I was a very ugly woman. And here's the true joy of this kicks in where I went the whole box and dice. Like I even shaved my chest. Now,
Oh man, you went all out, didn't you?
I did, and my legs. And now here's the horror story. In the same way that when your beard sort of like starts growing to a certain length, it gets itchy.
Yes.
That's what happened on the chest. So fucking itchy. And eventually it got so bad, actually, for a while, I just kept shaving it off because it was just too itchy. And eventually I thought, nah, I'm biting the bullet. I'm doing it. I'm toughing it out. So I did. Anyway, time passes. And when you're doing that, you do go through the whole sort of like bit of a rash sort of a thing as well. Time
Yep.
passes and I'm at the rugby club and I see one of the second rows in the change rooms and he's got short chest hair and a slight rash. And I've looked at him and said, "You shaved that, didn't you, mate?" And he's there, yeah, I did. And I've looked at him and said, "So what's your excuse, mate?" And his response was pure gold. Well, my girlfriend said that if she had to shave, so did I. And it seemed like a fair deal at the time.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, well, live and learn, sunshine.
So
But
true.
yeah, there's the colour I'm looking for. Now,
All right, Rob, I've got my interior. I think like I'm going to leave it. I'm going to work on the dash now. Can you see that?
a moment, I'm just going to flick it over to, give me a moment. Bam. Oh, nice. Nice.
Even done down to the side right there.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, I was
Turn
going
up.
to do spot on the doors. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to keep it with the chrome like you've got it because I think that's a better look.
Yeah, yeah. I tried the red yesterday and I just made a mess of it. So I went back with chrome.
Now, next, that was it. Now I want to go there and looking. Not there. Might bring these over there. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, be in here. Definitely zoom out. Where is? Might as well get all of this out actually. Now, let's find. There's that pipe and where is? Aha, there's the part I'm looking for. Jolly good. And with these two parts painted, it's just a pipe and a bit of rubber. I think my next port of call will be red. Yes. What I'm also looking at as far as really soon as the backboard of the engine. There's a bit of detailing that you can do with that one.
Yes, there is. And
Now, here's a question. Chrome or black? I'll have to check that out. Something I might do once I've done some red is to identify what I want jet black. Boom. Now, there we go. That's about all I'm going to need. Sometimes it feels like almost stupid to have to pour out just like 2 or 3, 4 drops.
yep.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, most of the time I waste more than I use.
Yeah. Now, let's have a look over here. This will do. Yes. Yes. There's this. Oh, Bassman. David and I were talking about this is on this when you were out at tea. David and I were speculating because he's got a few ships, you see,
Oh yeah.
and we were speculating that perhaps the three of us could do
Oh man, that'd
a
be
ship
great.
stage next year. Probably wouldn't be till next year, but which would give you time to select a ship and stuff like that.
Right.
But that way the three of us could do one together. It'd be three of us on.
That'd be cool. That'd be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty exciting.
So yeah, just a bit of
Yeah,
forward thing.
I look to broaden my horizon on all kinds of things.
Yeah, well, shit. This will be my first. When the ship I'm looking at, that'll be my first ship. Note that ship with a P.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I've actually, well, I don't know what kind they are, but I know Hobby Lobby's got several nice ships.
Cool.
I got to check and see what kind they are, but
Scale that
they've caught my interest.
the scale that David and I were looking at was 1:350. There's a fair bit
What
of detail on them.
what size is that on the ships?
That's one of the bigger ones.
Okay, okay.
Um, they seem to be, and David, who's a bit more familiar with ships, would be able to confirm this. Depending, they seem to be varyingly 1:1500, very small. 1:700 is more common. Then you start getting to 1:350. But with some of the sailing boats, I know it can get a lot bigger again.
All
Because
right.
they're as vessels, I believe they're a lot smaller. Although you can also get scope this shit out, man. You can get 1:72 U-boats, and they are big, really big.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, Big Racer, how you doing? Uh, now, around that way. Just doing the rubber at the bottom of the gear stick. I should probably put my goggles on if I want to get right and snug. Ding. Now, let's have a look at this. Ah, yeah. Close but no cigar. Ah, cha cha cha.
Mm.
There we go. Oh, looking much better. Now, just the back part. All right. There's the Bring it a bit closer. There we go. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
There we yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Can't quite get the light right. Yeah, there, it's sort of okay. It's just it's in the shade a bit. But you
Yeah.
can see I've got. Anyway, now there was one other bit I wanted to do in this colour. Oh, better put it. Uh,
You know, there's several parts on these screws that are not on the directions.
yeah, right. That's. I wonder, therefore, if they, as in this company, put these this type of car out in a different pressing, if you know what I'm saying,
Right.
and that therefore those parts are used for that,
That's
because
very
that's
possible.
quite common with aircraft. Um, where the hell? Ah, here we go. Here's the part I'm looking for. Here is the part I'm looking for. Um, yeah, because like for example, when you build, in fact, here's a couple of really good examples. When you build a B-17, say you're building a B-17 F. In fact, that's yeah. You'll usually find the manufacturer will not just put out a B-17 F. They'll also put out a G, maybe even another um, model make. Now, what they do is they make all the parts together, and by putting all the parts on one sprue, they
Hmm.
can make that all of the F, G, and whatever other designation. All they have to change is the decals and the assembly sheets.
Yep.
Oh, and of course the packaging. And in doing that, it's just economy of scale, really. Um, and you guys say it's a pretty sensible approach. Why would you not do that?
Yep.
So yeah, and that's possibly what's going on here. I would suggest. Now that said, I could be full of shit. I do entertain that notion at any given time. I think it's always worth being aware that just because that seems to be the case does not make it so necessarily. Oh, here we go. B-24 and 1 is to 32. Yeah. Oh, here we go. You've got a bit of commentary on scales. 1 350 kits can be expensive. Okay. He's suggesting something small. Just saw a big racer just saw a B-24 and 1 is to 32. He wants that. Now, here's the thing, Big Racer. Have you got somewhere to put something that big? It's going to be huge, Mon. Huge! It's a bit like I've seen the one is the 32 Lanks.
What is
And
that in inches?
pardon?
What would that be in inches?
One is the 32 Lancaster. Ooh,
In
I
inches.
shudder to think. I would be thinking. Okay, in fact, we can even potentially. I do recall it was something. Okay, here we go. Sorry, just jumping all over with my mind here. A 1:72 length is that big, roughly about from there. So roughly a foot long and a bit over a foot wide. So um, now it doesn't break down that 1:32 is twice that, if you know what I'm saying. It's a bit more because you got one um, inch would be the equivalent of less than 3 feet. Now,
What?
yeah. Actually, here's something to check out. This was my mum explained. She was an enthusiastic miniature builder, and she actually pointed out to me that all the scales are done based on metric measurement, not metric, imperial measurements. 1:72, 1 inch is equal to 6 feet. 1:72 inches. 1:48, 1 inch is to 4 feet. And when she started to point that out, I've gone, how did I not see this? It all makes sense. It all mathematically lines up.
Yeah, it actually does. Yeah.
In any event, I'm not quite sure. I'm curious enough to go and hit Google. $200 apparently. Big Racer says for the B24 1:32. Google. We're going to go size of 1:32 Lancaster. Okay, the wingspan is approximately 38.2 inches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right. So that's bit over 3 feet.
Yeah, that's over 3 feet. Damn.
Yeah. The length of the lank is in 1:32 is 26 inches. So
Wow.
to
Yeah, I don't
the
have
big
space for
issue
that.
with that, of course, is and where are you going to put it? It's a big kit. The detail would be spectacular.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Excuse me for a
and it
minute.
would take you a long time to build, but be so good. Um, but at the same time, Lordy, yeah, 3 feet. In fact, I think the line might even be. Yeah, you might have to consider some of that there, Big Racer. Um, and I think possibly it's kind of appropriate that in both instances, the B24 and the Lancaster are warplanes, because you can rip the good old a line from that song War. Good God, yow! When it comes to the size of these things, um, they are huge. But the difference being they are good for something. See it again. Um, but yeah, that's the thing I think about when I saw 1:32 Lancaster. I thought interesting, but where would you put it? You'd need to have a big
Yeah,
place
wow.
and a lot of space. I wasn't disinterested in it. I won't deny that. But again, that was always the failing of it. Now, I might need to top that red up. In fact, I reckon I probably will. We'll cross that bridge later. Later. Now, here we go. That'll do us. The bat phone. Have you seen the? I reckon you probably put it the Simpsons episode where Homer eats the insanity pepper.
No, I ain't seen that one. I probably have, but not recently.
He, it's the whenever he goes to the chili cook-off, he eats a truckload of chili and inevitably drinks a lot of beer and makes an ass of himself. And Marge makes him promise not to drink, and they go to the chili cook-off. And Chief Wiggum is this special chili lined up just for him,
Special chili.
and it's the Guatemala. It's the Guatemalan. No, I can't remember what the name of the chili is, but it's grown deep in the jungles primeval of Guatemala by the inmates of of an insane asylum. Uh, that's it. It's the lethal pepper of Costa Canango. Anyway, it's this evil chili. Ultimately, in the long term, Homer does mung it down and starts having these huge hallucinations, which Marge assumes are in fact induced by alcohol when it's not. You'll see where this is connecting to Batman soon. Trust me. Um, and they have a big argument. Anyway, when he eventually goes on this quest for a soulmate, because he doesn't think it can be Marge now, because when he's having this hallucination, this space coyote, who's voiced by Johnny Cash, actually, is tells him to find his soulmate and poses questions that has him questioning whether it's Marge. Anyway, at one stage he goes to this lighthouse, and he, as the light reflects on him, it does effectively the Batman thing in the clouds, and Marge is worried about where Homer is. You see, and the beautiful line is, "I think he's at the lighthouse. Are you sure? That or Batman's really let himself go." Yeah, nice. All right. David's saying that his one is to 350 Bismarck. Bearing in mind the Bismarck was a pretty chunky ship. It was 27 and a half inches long. I guess one of the things about ships is at least they're where they're long, they're at least not wide.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that's my bat phone done. Yes. Now.
Well, that'd be kind of cool. David can teach us some history on these ships.
Oh, yeah. That is the thing, isn't it?
Yep.
I'd like to do a sailing ship one day, but the rigging has me going, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a bit like I don't mind the rigging on biplanes. That's comparatively simple. But when you see it on some of the tall ships, dear Lord, that's going to do your head in. I actually have a lot of. Here's something. You'd probably, all of you guys who watch this sort of thing and get into scale modeling would probably get the comment, I don't know where you get the patience. Um, to me, that's not such a thing. But then you check out what the dudes who do the sailing ships with the full rigging do. That's where I
Yeah,
go. I don't know where they get the patience.
yeah, absolutely. That makes you go, hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's pretty full on. Why am I not wearing my putting my goggles or employing my goggles when I have them on my head? I ask you. So there are times when I have the brain of a duck, you know.
Oh, bitch, man. What the hell? Ah, now it'll work.
Right, got a bit clumsy with. I actually can probably fix that up in due course. Um, some red paint down the bottom, but shock absorbers. Boom.
What could you do again? Oh,
Shock
black
absorber.
and red. Okay, that's nice. What
Zoom
change?
out. Now pop them over to there. I reckon. Now I'm going to change brushes so that I can get in nice and snug on the seats. And also, is actually, I should going to need to bring that part back, I think, or that piece of sprue back, because I need to do the um, fire extinguisher.
So the fire extinguisher comes with a decal, and it is small and a bitch to put on.
I'm not surprised by this. It would indeed be small. Um,
Yes, very little, very little. If you can see that.
hang on a moment. I'll just scooch over. Give me a moment. And bing. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Teeny
Yep.
tiny.
Yeah, that little tiny head decal.
It falls into the category of decals that if everything went horribly, horribly wrong, you might just choose to go, you know what? I see nothing. Um,
I don't believe it.
because sometimes it's a good sound piece of or position to hold. Oh, here we go. Uh, okay, David has suggested that ICM kits are good for the ships. Uh, he's also got a large library of books and magazines on ships if there's anything we need to know.
Oh,
So this will be most
very nice.
useful down the track.
Nice.
Now, seats. Right. Let's do this. There we go. Coming along already. There we go. Maybe we don't. Yeah. Got a little clumsy there, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Around that way. Been a bit clumsy here with the red, but I'm not so bothered about that because, of course, I haven't done the black yet. Get in there, damn you. Any errors I make in the red, I can tidy up very easily. There we go. And this one.
A tall woman. She's
Deary me, eh? Around there. Oops, the daisy. Why, you little. Never mind. All right, now that side. And then I'll do the outer line there.
for calling Consumer Cellular. Right now, we're running electronic and customer satisfaction. Sounds like old man's bowling. Are you really right to wanting coverage? Yep. And clean service. Oh, for lessons for Linda.
So I might as well do that side.
It had to go back. Ability works fast. Some sort of
Oh, wow.
average significantly.
Looking swish, man.
Yeah, the light
You
right here on
know?
top. I just done all the little red around it and finished chroming it out, and it turned out rather nicely.
It is. That's good work, man.
Yeah, red
Very
around.
nice.
Or any ingredients in Ability. Don't take with MAOI. Blood pressure, manic episodes.
I got the computer in the back.
Nice.
Now the parachutes on the back. I've seen some pictures where some of them are gray, some black, and some red.
Yeah. I'm thinking
I
about,
think red.
I was going to go white originally, and because that's the color you normally see parachutes, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I think black's a better go, or at least a very dark grey. But I think
Well, I
black
think,
works fine because you don't really want to see them, if you follow what I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
It might be a question of which black, but even then, it's starting to get into the wonderful realms of pedantry.
well,
All right. That's good stuff, man.
thanks, sir. I'm gonna paint one red and paint one gray, and then I'll decide.
Well, yeah, you can always paint it back.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's paint it black, paint it back. It's all just too easy here, people. I'm going to stop myself while I'm ahead. You know what I'm saying here?
Huh.
Now the light, I should probably do that a clear red, hey, as in the. Let's see what. How we're travelling on that front shortly. Once we've got these seats done. Oops, a daisy. Never mind. Can tidy.
Hmm.
Okay, one more time.
All right. Into here. Across. I'm thinking with the airbrushing, there's quite a bit of stuff here that I would actually possibly find just as easy to hand brush in some ways.
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I might just pick and choose as to which I'm airbrushing, if you follow me.
Yeah.
Oops. Again, I don't mind. So touch ups are 4. Okay, parts of the seats are done. I need now to go round the edge. Okay.
Thank you.
What I'm going to do with the red edge is be a little clumsy with the line, and that's fine. Then I'll just hit it with a bit of thin masking tape. Paint my black around that.
Hmm.
Well, that's, yeah.
What now?
Might thicken this one up a bit. That's, oops.
Well, that's what I was going.
Well, I got that up, but
Right.
Well, I don't know, so.
Now.
yeah.
Are you
There
sure?
we go. Yeah.
I noticed that you could 1 month supply at a time.
Right here.
You're going to need for at least years. You want me to buy 30 days worth of
Finding this angle a bit tricksy.
35? When is your mother going to need? Okay. I'm not talking about this. Okay. This is an actual human process. Say
I have this theory
camp on for cycle.
that because I always seem to find one side of things easy
Okay, no worries.
and the other side hard. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if
that's
I'm.
how that works out.
Yes, guys, I don't know if I'm alone in that, but if not, I reckon it's a right and left-handed thing. That's my theory. Again, I could be dribbling shit. There was a guy who I used to work with. He was notorious for dribbling shit. And one day, someone's turned to him and said, "Have you ever considered playing soccer, mate?" And he said, "No. Why?" He said, "Because you dribble better than Ronaldo." I thought that's a pretty good cut down. Now,
Whatever.
all right. Now, almost got the red on the seats.
I think there is. I'm not here making a hell of a lot of noise.
Just here. Alrighty.
A septic infection. Crystal.
Next, once I've gotten these done, I don't think if there's anything else I need red. There is, of course, the fire extinguisher. It's my next port of call. Now that way. And after I've done this line, check the chapboards.
Have you finished your dash?
Pardon?
Have you finished your dash?
No, not yet. Here we go. David's just explaining that ICM, who do a lot of good battleships, are Ukrainian but produce kits in Poland. They make planes, tanks, ships. I've actually got some ICM kits and they are nicely detailed. I've got to say that. I haven't built them yet, but the detail on them is pretty sexy. Indeed, that Viking figure I've got's an ICM. Don't know if you've seen that. You have your Bassman? I think you have.
What's that?
The Viking figure I've got. Don't know if you've seen that, but that's an ICM.
Oh.
And it's got lots of very nice detail on it. So if you were to get one of their ships, I'd suggest you'd be equally blessed in that regard, if you follow me.
Yep.
I've got one of their aircraft as well. I've got I've got a whole stack of their figures actually. So I've got the Guards of the World series that they put out a while ago. But the whatchamacallit, I also got one of their aircraft, and I had a look at it, and the detail's really nice. It is.
Oh yeah.
Enough so that I could, if it wasn't in the cupboard in the garage, and therefore which requires me to get my car out to get through to the cupboards, I'd get it out and show you.
Ruh-roh.
But I could conceivably do that tomorrow sometime. Actually, wait, no, tomorrow I could, yes. But it's not entirely necessary. But yeah, the detail is very nice. Okay, that's the red on the seats. Now I've been a bit heavy-handed with it in places.
Oh, okay. You've done the inside of it as well.
Yeah, that's just.
All right.
And what I'm going to do The inside's going to be easy to, or relatively easy to keep clear. And when I go around the outside, I'm just going to put some really thin tape. And that
Okay.
should all come together. That's my
Yeah.
theory.
I believe it will. It looks good.
But yeah, coming together slowly but surely. Now, next. What I'll do. Oops, today's almost dropped that. That would have been inconvenient. Uh, okay, I reckon once I've got this extinguisher done, might wind the stream up. Today I start off with my acupuncture appointment. I have 2 weekly medical appointments.
How's that working out for you?
Moving. One is acupuncture, and
No,
the
no,
other is
no. How's it working out for you?
good. And I get massage every week as well. And between the two of them, I'm not falling apart too badly. I remember my kung fu instructor used to say, "Everything you do when you are young, you'll pay for when you are old."
Oh, so true.
From bitter experience, he was. Uh, and look, man, I had a lot of fun with my body between martial arts, rugby, general fun and games. I put my body through the ringer, and now those chickens are coming home to roost.
Yeah, they are.
And that's where acupuncture and massage really come into their own. Sometimes when I'm getting the massage, I actually fall asleep. It's funny.
Heck yeah.
Something that's quite remarkable is if my massage therapist finds a knot, oh dear God, um, it's a she'll get that knot out, and the noises and the discomfort that she will produce from me are quite remarkable. And as I've said to a few people, back when I was a bouncer, I had a lot of guys, big guys, who thought they were pretty damn tough, try and hurt me, and they failed. You get this 5'3" Thai woman giving you a massage. Oh, the pain is real. She extracts far more discomfort than they ever did, and it's great. Uh,
A little bit. Not yet.
Almost done. Uh, ah,
Oh, I made a little bit of a mess.
and I'll give you a zoom in. Ah. Delay. Bing. Oh, yeah. Cool. Nice one. Yeah, I've got to put the black on mine yet and do the dials.
I don't. think that's going to be about it on the dash.
Yeah, there's not that much on the dash detail-wise, is there really? Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I highlighted these up here red,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
red
yeah.
center I highlighted it red.
Yep.
All right.
All righty.
Getting there.
Yeah. Oh, hey, John. No, I didn't consider the two-tone option on a Batmobile. The only reason I did not is because I wanted to go straight. My first port of call went straight to my mind was classic Batmobile. That's it was the straight first thought that went to my mind. There's one way a Batmobile should be,
Oh
and
yeah,
that's just my take, you know. So that's why it never really happened that way, John. Um, but it was certainly an option that one could pursue. And I guess if you wanted to do, some people would potentially, note use of that wonderful word, um, do a couple of Batmobiles, depending on what their predilection was. And as such, they might want to, you could do the whole range. That would be something some people could do. I wouldn't, but you could. Oh, there we go. Delay. Right, once I've got this fire extinguisher done in red, it will be time to wind the stream up. All right. So, actually, most of what I got done today is on this sprue. How convenient that'll be to show. Yes. All right. Clean brush, and then I'll give you a zoom in. Then on what I've done today. And then I'll wind the stream up. And tomorrow, I may or may not do the airbrushing, but that is something that will be happening soon. Not now, but soon. Yeah. Nah. All right. Goggles off. Splotch that. All right, now what I got done today mostly, I can even just use my hand as the back. How good's that? Is things like the bat phone. That's the cable for the bat phone. My shock absorbers. My where is? Oh, there it is. The fire hydrant. I got to start on the seats. What else? Oh, that's right. Got the chrome on that. And tidied up a couple of colours, such as that pipe. Because before that was a bit. Before that was a bit light, so now it's the colour I like. And there we have it. Zoom it out. All right. Oop. Ah! I'm up too close. The Shrek look.
Up
All
close and
right.
personal.
Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I certainly appreciate it.
I
I'm sure
appreciate it
Bassman does too.
as well.
First time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. If you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow I'll be back on. You going to be around, Bassman?
Absolutely.
Boom! There we have it. Then tomorrow it's more Batmobile work. Na 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 na. So
Batman.
that's the one. Um, my pleasure, David. I can certainly say that I enjoyed it, and I'm sure Bassman did too. And
Absolutely. I appreciate everybody.
at the end of the day, people, we're going to be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. We'll hopefully catch you good people then. See yous.